I have a problem. Nettops. And I'm talking classic Nettops. The ones that ship with garbage tier hardware and somehow get certified to run Windows 7 when they really shouldn't. These things are better off shipping with some lightweight Linux distro than any modern version of Windows. So anyway, here's Windows 10 running on my nettop.
Alright, so here are the specs of this thing. It's got an Intel Atom 330 at about 1600 megahertz, which is just 1.6 gigahertz. I have a 32-bit version of Windows 10 installed just because this only has 2 gigs of RAM. I didn't bother with the 64-bit version even though the processor is capable of it. And then the integrated graphics, actually, interestingly enough, comes from NVIDIA. And I might have actually mentioned this already in an earlier part of this video, because this is actually the first part that I'm recording right now. But yeah, this is NVIDIA Ion integrated graphics. It's just integrated into the chipset, not the processor itself. And one of the most interesting things that I've noticed about it is that rather than running off of the PCI Express interface, it's just conventional PCI. So that means that the bandwidth between the graphics and the processor is going to be, at best, if I remember correctly, 133 megabits per second. So that does depend on what PCI it is, because there is like extensions and stuff, but either way, that's done with that. And yeah, let's just check out some web browsing. And I'm not sure how well this comes off on camera, but you can clearly hear the fan of this thing just running full throttle. If I can get it to adjust. But yeah, the fan is just struggling to keep even the Intel Atom in this thing cooled. And yeah, processor is terrible. The amount of memory is terrible. I don't have any more DDR2 sticks, and I don't think that this even supports much more. So anyway, let's go to YouTube. I didn't bother installing Chrome because that would have made the setup even longer. And, you know, Microsoft Edge is actually pretty decent these days anyway. So yeah, we got YouTube here. Wait for it to load. This is all happening over Wi-Fi. And I'm not sure if this is just because my internet is being crap again, or if the computer is actually just being that garbage tier of a platform. But I would want to say that it might very well be both. And I guess let's just check out a Mr. Beast video. I have the audio just connected through a USB dongle. So it should just output right here, rather than having to have external speakers plugged in. Oh, there's gonna be an ad that we gotta load. Fun. Well, I guess I'll just pause it until the... Oh, okay, skip ad. That's convenient. This is slightly less convenient. Come on! Is it even gonna buffer? This is actually my first time trying to get a YouTube video to play on this computer, actually. I have mostly just been installing stuff in the background for the setup. So this is my genuine reaction, and oh boy, it's terrible. Come on, can I at least...
If you make this shot, no way. you win money. And every time someone
see.
misses a shot, I add
Ooh,
$10,000 to
240p.
the prize pool. We're
Crunchy.
currently on top of a
We got some
250
crunchy settings here. Let's see what the frame rate
that hoop
is.
down there, I'll give you $10,000. 10 grand? All right, bet.
Okay, so as you can see from here, even at 240p, we're still dropping frames. And I'm actually going to turn down the volume a bit. This is just a TV that I'm using as a monitor.
This 20 grand is yours.
But
That's enough to buy a house, dude.
I like that.
yeah, even now, it's still dropping some frames occasionally at this low of a resolution. So I don't think that YouTube is necessarily a good idea to be trying out here. So I don't know, let's try the Wikipedia test. And by that, I mean, can it load Wikipedia without lagging? Because as a nettop, I'm pretty sure that the majority of its usage cases involve just office work. So let's just click that and let's see, where's the random article button? There's the random article button. Let's see a random article. Wow, Renee Barthez. Okay, well that's smooth enough. Let's just click through some links. Check out some of the sources that these come from. Translate the page. Yeah. Okay, so outside of media events, it seems like this is working relatively well. Let's check out my own website. And the museum section is by far the heaviest part of my website as far as like stress on the web browser goes. And it looks like I might have left some random stuff in on accident, but let's just click around. I know that especially pages like this with the high resolution images even stresses out my main computer, but so far it actually seems to be holding up pretty well. Let's check out more images. Yeah, that's working pretty well. And let's try one more website before we move on to the next thing. Let's see, teststaging.majortechgeek.com. And there we go. This is just a prototype of the next design that I'm planning on using for my website. There's obviously a lot of placeholders. This button doesn't do anything. This just takes it to the GitHub, and yeah, lorem ipsum, ASDF, whatever. But yeah, that seems to be working pretty well as well. Let's see. Yeah, even the scaling for window width is working pretty well. Okay, anyway, let's move on to other productivity focused things. We got LibreOffice, which is just, you know, an office suite for regular office stuff whenever it wants to finish loading. Okay, made a shortcut there. It didn't take that long, thankfully, but, you know, might as well cut out the boring loading processes. So let's open up Writer, which is just what I normally would use, because, you know, I mostly do writing. I don't really work with spreadsheets or presentations all that much, so, you know. Oh, it's lagging. Fun. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that works fine. So yeah, as far as word processing goes, you can definitely use this, but what about if you want to do something a little bit more taxing, such as 3D modeling and rendering? We got Blender here, and unfortunately, because I'm running a 32-bit version of Windows 10, I can only run as far as I think Blender 2.8. if I remember correctly, because everything beyond that is 64-bit only as far as what the available builds are. And it does take a little while to load, so I'll just cut here as well. Okay, once again, thankfully that didn't take too long. So, navigating the viewport, it's okay. Actually, does Fraps, can I record the frame, well, display the frame rate using Fraps? I might be able to in Blender. Okay. Yep, there's the frame rate right down there. Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't think I don't have any other models on hand at the moment. They're all on my main computer because I do like to do some 3D printing every so often. So let's try using Eevee to preview a real-time render. The frame rate does drop a bit, but overall it's still smooth enough if you really feel that masochistic to use something like this for like 3D modeling and rendering. Let's try an actual full render. And I gotta pause the video. Well, every single frickin' time I do any sort of recording, I'm always interrupted. Well, I guess I'll just do a re-render. It didn't take that long, thankfully. Oh, hi camera. What's up? Just me? I guess I got a phone for a face right now. No face reveal yet. Okay. And yeah, that took about 15 seconds to render just a plain old cube. Not exactly all that fun. And I highly doubt that using something like cycles is going to be any better. Oh, actually, I was relatively okay. Huh, that's interesting. Ooh, fan is really ramping up now though. Listen to that. Once again, I can't tell if that's actually going to show up on camera or not, but yeah, loud. So anyway, I'm sure that a question that you might have had for a while, ever since the beginning of this video, is what is up with my games folder? Surely, with how well it apparently performs in Blender, it can run something like Minecraft just fine, right? Right? No. It doesn't work. It does not work. It's taken 3 separate game crashes, during which I watched 2 episodes of Mob Psycho 100 and just some other random stuff, and oh boy, it did not work. So, what can you do? I do still have some other stuff in that games folder. As soon as I can get this to close. Come on. Come on. I want you to... What? No. Not full screen. Close. Get out of here. Gonna have to bring up Task Manager again. My old friend. But, anyway, I'm not sure if I'm gonna conclude the video here or if I'm gonna continue on. I do still have one more thing I want to show off first, but so far, this whole video has just been an exercise in futility. So let's just force close it. Come on. Close. I don't want to have to wait for a natural crash to come around again. That took far too long. And I'm pretty sure that it's not just the processor and graphics that are making Minecraft crash. I'm pretty sure that the puny amount of memory that this thing has is also a pretty big factor. Because, yeah, as you can see, it was at like 99% memory usage for a while. Let's close out the launcher. There is still one saving grace for this nettop though, and that's Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I'm not even gonna touch Cluster Truck after what I had to go through for Java Edition Minecraft, but Bedrock Edition, yeah, as what was originally a mobile game being, you know, on Android and iOS and eventually being ported over to Windows 10, Bedrock Edition is a lot more lightweight as far as getting it to run goes. Like, sure, you can still clearly tell that it is struggling to even open right now, but in-game it's so much better. Like, I can't bring up a specific FPS count because MSI Afterburner doesn't want to work, and Fraps only really hooks onto OpenGL games, but yeah, Bedrock Edition is the only thing that you can really play outside of like maybe Flash games if for whatever reason you ever find yourself stuck with a nettop like, you know, this. So, yeah, let's just wait for it to load. I just want to show off a bit of gameplay footage and then I'll just end off the video there. Just gotta wait for this to load now, but it's a lot faster than Java Edition, so yeah. Like, it doesn't have as many features like hardcore mode or spectator mode or stuff like that, and its modding capabilities are definitely a lot more limited, but as far as being able to run on low-end hardware, like really low-end hardware, it definitely takes the cake. Come on, there we go. And I don't think that this will ever be able to play anything beyond 1.17 either, because as you can see, this device is no longer supported. So yeah, 1.17 is the final thing that this can ever run. So I already pre-generated a world. That's how I know that the performance is actually pretty decent. So I'm just going to show that off real quick. Let's full screen it. Wait for it to load. Still waiting for it to load. Yeah, time to cut again. Alright, here we go. And look at that frame rate. In the like 1 or 2 times I got Java Edition to actually start up and run, when I was doing the setup and just making sure that things will even start at all, I did confirm that Java ran at like 3 FPS tops. Like, there's still clearly some performance issues on Bedrock, considering what I'm running this on. Like, the fan is going crazy again. But overall, this is actually a playable experience. Like, I would be perfectly happy if I had to, I don't know, record. I don't think that OBS is even gonna run on this, but hypothetically, if I had to record videos in Minecraft using this computer, I would 100% use Minecraft Bedrock, just because there's a lot less suffering that I would be in for. And yeah, performance is just so much better. Why are there 2 cows in the same spot? Get away. Yeah. So, yeah. Looks like some stuff spawned on the netherrack and popped off. There's that. There was a tiny bit of lag there that you might have seen, but oh, I picked up a flower. So yeah, as I watched the sunset as Steve, because I didn't log in with my account. Oh, and I bumped the tripod. As I watched the sun go down, to conclude, yeah, if you ever find yourself stuck with a nettop, do not try to do anything beyond just basic office work. Like, let me take it off the tripod now for a moment so then I can actually hold it up to the fan. Just listen to that. So, yeah. Oh boy, this video took so long to make. Just from everything from installing Windows 10 to getting all the software installed to, you know, actually getting the recordings done. Yeah, I guess I can just say now, thanks for watching. I know I don't have my Minecraft skin and I'm just a Steve, but seriously, these videos take so much effort to make. And I would just appreciate it if you know, maybe subscribe to the channel. Something, I don't know, Oh, geez, I didn't realize that Steve blinks now in Bedrock Edition. Okay. Well, that really sidetracked my outro, but anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, I am out. Thanks for watching.